Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today we are checking out these very unassuming boxes. You may have seen them in your local game store. I know they're hidden in mine, and if you look very close, you'll see that they are actually paint stands by Vallejo for your paints. So this paint stand is artfully called 26.013 paint stand, and this one is the 26.014 paint stand. I'm going to show you how I assembled it in this video, so you'll be able to see the bottom half, which is the 13, and the entire thing, which is the 14, and decide whether this might be something you want.
The one that I'm assembling is the 14, which, like I said, is simply the 13 with a back display for more paints. I need more paint racks, so it was without question that between the two of them, I would want the 14. I have a bunch of other paint racks that Vallejo made and found, particularly if you decide to use wood glue to finish off the construction, though I don't see you really needing to. You'll find that these do exactly as they say they will, and unless you get them wet, I suppose, should hold up for a considerable amount of time. I've found no fault in any of the others that I have. Oh, and of course, if you break them because they're MDF, you could literally just glue them back together with more wood glue and, well, they'll be stronger than they were before. The assembly guide isn't perfect since it decides to show you every option rather than the specific one you're working on, and for those with waning eyesight, you'll probably want to get out your magnifying glasses to see the details. But I think you could certainly manage to put it all together without the guide. Anyway, you could do it. Since everything fits together well and there's very few pieces, you could just look at the picture on the box. And I do apologize for not having it completely in screen while I was doing this, but it's symmetrical, so you know what I did on one side, I did on the other. And here's what 13 would look like. You could stop there and have it, and it has the two little handles on the side that you could pick it up and go with it. And I think if you were going to do that, you definitely want to wood glue it, but mine is going to be stationary, so I don't really feel a need to do that. And well, like I found when I followed the guide to build the back rack of this one, it could lead you astray. On two of the shelves, there is a small square hole, and there isn't any such thing on the assembly guide. But with the assembly guide, if you look very closely, you can see which shelf goes where based on where the paint slots are located and how many there are on the shelf. However, when it came time to add the back piece to my shelves, having followed the guide, I realized that there are two teeth on the back piece that is supposed to go up into those square holes, and the way you actually want to add them to the rack is opposite what the guide says to do. No matter though, if you watch this vehicle, you'll see exactly how to assemble them. Problem solved. You're welcome. And now it's time to put in some paints. As well, I've got some paint brushes in there and Vallejo's brush cleaner and brush restorer. And the model sets show off what the paints look like in the case of the Vallejo Express ones. We wanted to put the ones for the Army Painter speed paints, but they are on the wall, but in the same order as my new rack.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's just a button down below, and there is also another button to press join if you want to be a YouTube member to help this channel keep going, or you can find the link in the description for my Patreon. There is no shame in saying no to being my patron, but it will absolutely help the channel keep going if you would like to become one, like these members over here that have been helping me both through morale and through finances, since patrons and YouTube members have access to the Discord channel where we can chat all things hobby. Okay, bye! I like my growing wall of miniatures. Now that I've started it, I feel like there's no going back. For anyone who doesn't work with miniatures and painting, though. That's a story. That's a story that I'll have to tell them as they look at me and slowly start backing away. Oh, well.